reality of the eternal kingdom. At first, it is very difficult to welcome death, but after attaining its new condition, the soul is grateful, for it has been released from the bondage of the limited to enjoy the liberties of the unlimited. It has been freed from a world of sorrow, grief, and trials, to live in a world of unending bliss and joy. The phenomenal and physical have been abandoned in order that it may attain the opportunities of the ideal and spiritual. They have soared away from these conditions of darkness and dim vision into the realm of light. These are the only considerations which can comfort and console those whom they have left behind. From the Baha'i Writings.
نفس نفیسی به ملکوت شهود صعود نمود و از خاکدان فانی به جهان جاودانی شتافت. مهمان جدید است عزیز فرما، بنده قدیم است خلعت ودیعت ها. ای بینیاز بیامرز و بنواز و به خلوتگاه راز راه ده و در محفل تجلی همدم و دمساز نما. تویی دهنده و بخشنده و مهربان و تویی آمرزنده و نوازنده و توانا.
O Son of Man, sorrow not save that thou art far from us. Rejoice not save that thou art drawing near and returning unto us. O Son of Being, bring thyself to account each day ere thou art summoned to a reckoning. For death unheard of shall come upon thee, and thou shalt be called to give account for thy deeds.
My hope from the infinite bounties of God is that He may shelter this dove of the garden of faith and cause him to abide on the branch of the supreme concourse, that he may sing in the best of melodies the praise and glorification of the Lord of names and attributes. From the Baha'i Writings.
Thank you, friends, for all the prayers. Siamack had lived an interesting life, even though it was rather short. He was born to Nurullah and Ismat Rostami on January 9, 1960, in Tehran, Iran. Siamack was a good father, a devoted husband for Gila, and a great friend. He is survived by Gila and 4 sons, Iman, Bayan, Nima, and Nabi. He was extremely kind and made friends effortlessly. Some of his friends who are here today in Gila have known Siamack since early youth. We grew up together in Tehran, going to Baha'i children's classes every Friday. And after we turned 12 years old and could attend youth gathering, our friendship grew even stronger. This is how we met. Bahram, Surush, Atta, Mehdi, Jahanfar, Kayvan, Shahram, including Faramars and Niknam, who are still in Iran. And our group was formed. We can say an accidental crash of ideas created our group, which has stayed together over 30 years. We lived worry-free before 1979. We attended youth meetings or hang around almost every day during summer. We went to picnics and organized birthday parties. I attended my first official, by invitation only, birthday party at Siamack's house, which included only Bahram, Shomeis, and Shiva. I think we were 13 or 14 years old. Also, I remember in one of our picnics, Gila and Jinus had packed so many items, even matching sets of salt and peppers, that I thought to myself, how could they remember everything? 30 years later, in Arizona conference, I learned it was their lovely moms who helped to keep them organized. Our group went to several Baha'i summer schools called Hadiqeh. They were so much fun, staying up almost all night and all day Baha'i activities. I still think I felt the most spiritual in my life singing songs in Hadiqeh. I remember the competition to come up with the shortest prayer to end the long morning sessions so we can go to lunch. Of course, there was some unofficial activities such as visiting some fruit trees without permission and water balloon fights on the last day, which blacklisted some of us the next year, including Siamack. I hope God has a good sense of humor. Otherwise, we are all in trouble for having so much laughs and pulling so many practical jokes on each other. Siamack is the first one of us to be able to ask for forgiveness for the rest of us, since we had a lot of healthy teenage fun. Of course, after 1979, each of us ended up in different countries and cities to continue our education. Siamack went to England. Most of us came to US. For years, school, hard work, survival, and our families were our focus. However, we kept in touch and even had some historical visits. I remember in 1995, after 16 years, when I was married and had a 6-year-old girl, we decided to go to Europe to visit some of our relatives. And of course, we had to make a stop in London. We had prepaid hotel rooms, and I told my wife Flora, I'm going to call one of my close friends in London a few days before we left to join us